Rumi, I can't remember how I found him. I think it was just divine intervention. My favorite from him is whoever brought me here will have to take me home. And that's kind of the way I live my life. I'm here doing my thing. I'll make it sometime. But let me ask you. I guess now let's shift to the fire starter sessions because that's something that really excites me, and I know you're really excited about it. So tell me a little bit about what inspired these fire starter sessions. What are they, and what are they going to do for people?
Okay, so the Firestarter Sessions is a digital book that you can download, and there's video inserted into it. So you call it an ebook, you call it a book. It's a multimedia experience that you purchase. So there's that, and then there's the one-on-one sessions that I do with people, just as a consultant on the phone. And um, I have worked with in the last year. I just counted this up like a couple months ago. Over 462 entrepreneurs just in 2009.
Wow.
And I noticed that in my sessions, I there were always some similar notes that I'd hit with almost every client. Whether that was like, here are the 5 principles of excellent web design.
Hmm.
Here is how to rock social media. Here is how to really prioritize your dreams and your creativity. And here's what you focus on. You do the stuff that's going to make you the most money the fastest, 50% of the time. The other 50% of the time, you work on the stuff that's going to make you the most money over the long haul. All of that based in your creative integrity. So there was some repetition there. And whenever I hit repetition, I know that I'm tapping into something that's part of the greater collective. So experience, the need. People, not everybody could afford my one-on-one sessions. And also just feeling totally pumped to have this creative expression, to do something innovative, make it multimedia, and really clear I didn't want to get a conventional publishing deal for this, that I wanted to do it on my own terms. I wanted to do it as quickly as possible. And then from a more sort of psychological, spiritual level, I just want to get all this stuff out. I've
Hmm.
got two more books, and I really did feel like this is going to burn a hole in me. And either I was going to package up all of this business acumen and send it out to the world, or I was just going to pass and
Yeah.
move to the next. And I'm really glad I didn't pass, and that I'm giving it out. Yeah.
Well, I kind of like what you're doing because just today I was thinking about, the book is becoming very popular very, very quickly,
Yeah.
and I was trying to think of a way that we could do that for ourselves as entrepreneurs who don't have that technology. And I think what you're doing is kind of pioneering a new way of doing things. So I really like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you give me a lot of inspiration.
And you know what? So easy. Like taught myself how to work iMovie in an afternoon. I mean, I started with my 10-year-old kind of nephew helped me rock it out late one night, and then I got a friend, um, Mandalove on Twitter, to sit with me in a cafe, and everybody's like, "Your video's so innovative." I'm like, "All you got to do is lean into the camera, do a little bit of this, make it black and white, and dice it and slice it, and you got to give it to people in like bite-sized chunks, so it's not long and drawn. You got to really make the medium fun and sparkly, and yeah, iMovie
Yeah.
rocks."
Well, you're a natural. Just watching the video that you made, it was pretty cool. And I guess the other thing that I really like about the Firestarter sessions is that so often I feel that we have these social media guides and we have business guides, how to make money online. But it all seems so vanilla and so cold. And so you've kind of found a way to package it all together. Almost like with I like Jonathan Mead because he writes about reclaiming your dreams, and so it's like you take Jonathan Mead and mix it with Brian Clark and all these other great influencers, and you've got an awesome product.
No, thank you, thank
So
you.
yeah, I really like that. So what level of entrepreneur is this for? Is it for the beginner, for the end level? Is it for everyone?
Yeah, I think it's for everyone. I think, I mean, the big general umbrella is I think the Firestarter sessions are for anybody with the entrepreneurial spirit. I think if you're stuck in a 9 to 5 job, this is going to help you. It's going to shake you up a bit. It's going to make you hungrier. I think if you're a CEO and you've got a team of 20 or 100, this is going to bring you up to speed on some things that are happening in terms of social media. It's also going to anchor you into your true strengths. That's what the first the sneak peek chapter that people are getting when they do the pre-buy is all about your true strengths, not your fake strengths.
Hmm.
And it's great for the startup person. It's about stamina. It's about strategy. Um, and it's sprinkled with real life stories of, begging for loans at the bank and making really bad decisions and making excellent decisions based on how you want to feel in life.
Well, it sounds like something that you can almost go back to and reread over and or rewatch over and over again. It is kind of nuggets. It's one of those books you keep going back to.
Yeah, and you know what? That's how I'm trying to create it. I'm trying to use modern technology to create something that's a classic. It would break my heart if this book did not have currency 2 years from now. And in internet time, 2 years is like dog years, is like 20 years.
Yeah.
But these are really mostly 80% of the book is perennial wisdom that works no matter where you are in your career.
Yeah, and that's really tough to do. I was actually going through my hard drive last night cleaning out ebooks, and I realized it was sad how many ebooks I'd downloaded and hadn't read, or I always wanted to get to them and I never did. This looks like one of those things that you get it, it's packaged, you just can't wait to dig in, so I'm excited about that. One of the things that I talk about on my blog is building a digital empire, and I know you've talked a little bit about building an empire, so let's talk about, I guess, how we could use these fire starter sessions or even your own business strategy for somebody to build an empire of their own.
Oh, well, I mean, it's I get into creativity and creating a product line that works for you. I talk about social media, whether, not everybody needs to be on Twitter.
Hmm.
Facebook may not drive sales. We talk about money. I talk about time management. I talk about fear management. We hit a lot of notes, but really the sentiment of the book is, here's lots of stories, here's lots of how-tos, here are lots of unfettered opinions. I'm very opinionated about what has worked for me,
Hmm.
but really it's about figuring out what's going to work for you. So every chapter is a session, and almost every session has worksheets to it. And these are not fluffy journal worksheets. These are what I would call high leverage, make you think, come up with some answers worksheet. And the idea is they're your answers, and then you rock it in your way, because that's the only way it's going to be sustainable, right? As you know,
Yeah,
it's
and
authentic.
somebody might not even want an empire. Maybe they just want to do something enough to make them happy, like you said.